Yes, before anyone says anything, I know my camera's off. Just waiting for Chelsea to turn up. Hello. I know I'm doing it late tonight, but I was hesitating whether or not to do one because I'm still crappy, but I thought I'll do it whilst I'm laying in bed, but with the camera off,
Yeah.
you know. What happened to the call earlier?
Oh, I had a phone call and then it took longer than I anticipated it was gonna happen.
Alright, sorry, I didn't realise. But I thought the call ended like by mistake or whatever. That's why I was trying to call you back. And then when I realised then that you weren't answering, I was like, right, either Liam's come home, or you've had another call come through. Like
Yeah.
that's why I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to do phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call.
She's out. Okay.
Pardon?
I didn't realise that Tifa was out. She's decided to perch herself on top of again.
Yeah, I'm literally I'm in bed with my blanket over me because I'm trying to sweat it all out, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I've started it so late tonight because I was hesitating whether or not to do it because there was a part of me that didn't want to do it, but then the other part of me thought, well, it is what it is. You know, if I'm ill, if I've got a cold, then I've got a cold. You know, if I was actually like throwing up, then I wouldn't bother doing the live, obviously. But because it's a cold and a tickly throat, I thought, well, why not?
Yeah, I've realised that I've now got, I don't know why, I've had it for like weeks, like where it plays up, but my throat is weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, but it's not just my throat and my nose though. Like I'm struggling to eat, I'm struggling to drink, and like I know I've got to eat. Like I had like some sort of like cheesy pasta that my sister made earlier, and I'd done quite well with it, but I was struggling to eat it. Like when I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, I struggle to do things. Like even when I like even like when I know I need to go to the toilet, like I struggle to get up and walk to the toilet. Like I do get there eventually. It just takes me a bit of time because basically I'm doing like one step at a time, but I'm doing it like slow, like proper slow. And sometimes I'll take a step and I'll just stand there for a few seconds. which is kind of annoying. But I'm hoping it's just gonna be a 24-hour thing, and I'll be alright by tomorrow.
Oh,
Well, hopefully, because not like sometimes when I feel like this, like sometimes it's just a 24-hour thing, but then there have been times where I've felt like this and it have gone on for days, which is kind of annoying, to be honest.
you've got those. You've got that thing. Who is this stuff?
Pardon?
She's got a bad foot for some reason. Like she puts too much pressure on one foot and then goes. She sort of like loses balance and then sort of like look like she's just fainted. I don't know why.
Yeah. Hello. The other thing I am going to throw out there as well is that I might be a bit slow reading the chat. Like, when I say I am slow, I mean I'm proper slow.
All the emojis.
Right, I don't know what's with the emojis, but can you stop?
I was trying to figure out. I don't really know what they are. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I was going to try and read it, and then my mind just went through.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's like sometimes I go to read something, and then all of a sudden it's like it just comes out of my head.
Yeah. Like, I'm proper slow when I feel like this, which is annoying, because normally I can get from A to B quite quickly.
Yeah.
Like, if I need the toilet, I can just get up and go. But because I've been, like, laying in bed the majority of the day, like, sometimes I've gone and sat over by the computer, but I have spent the majority of time in bed.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone over to the computer to, like, change, like, videos over and stuff. Where I've been watching YouTube. Or sometimes I'll just watch it on my phone. What's happening is I'm doing a live even though I'm feeling like crap. I've got a bit of a cough and a sore throat.
I've just turned the Becco's light off because technically it's past 10. It should have gone off at 10, but the timer is fucked. I need one.
Yeah.
It normally goes off by itself, but because I unplugged it the other week and then since then it just doesn't go off, so you have to automatically like turn it off.
Oh.
They're okay though. Tifa's just gone in with Ruby, so they're now both basically in the same log.
So yeah, people in the chat are just gonna have to. Sorry, could you repeat that? Right. Basically, what's happening is I'm doing a live, even though I've got a bit of a cough and a sore throat. I was hesitating whether or not to do a live tonight, which is why I've done it so late. But then I thought, well, I want people to sort of see me as I am, like. Like, if I was physically throwing up, then I wouldn't bother doing a live, obviously, because if you throw up on live, it can get your channel banned, apparently.
Yeah, it's also probably not really what you'd want on the internet.
No. If it did get to that point, though, what I would do is I would just mute my mic.
Yeah.
Like, if it did ever get to that point. But yeah, because I've just got a cough and a sore throat, I thought, well, why not? Well, why not sort of show people the way it is, you know? Like, there's no point in me going live all the time if I'm constantly feeling well, and to get me, I may as well show the other side of things as well, like when I'm not feeling too clever, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know some people might find that a bit weird, but
I don't. It kind of makes sense. Look at the end of the day.
yeah. Yeah, the person who put the emojis in, I'm just gonna block them because they've only Like tonight's the first time they've ever come in, so I think they're just trolling me, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, right, I've got more people, right, on my block list than I have moderators.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where I took a lot of people's wrenches off them.
Yeah.
Because, like, what it was, I found, like, when I went into the YouTube settings, I found that the amount of people that had wrenches, I was like, that's just ridiculous. Because a lot of people that I've given wrenches to don't really interact much these days anyway. Like sometimes they come in, but then other times they don't.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This side.
Like I only really give wrenches really to friends and family members and stuff. You know, I don't go giving mods out to random people, obviously.
Yeah, I've seen people do that on like obviously like TikTok. You can give people like mods and stuff, and there's some people that will just randomly give it to people, and I'm like, seems a bit weird.
Like there was a kid I used to watch. We became like YouTube friends, but then he got rid of his YouTube channel and Twitter. Then he didn't contact me again. He did open up a new channel. I DM'd him on Twitter to ask him what the channel was, but he said to me he'd send it to me the next day, but then he never did.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He haven't found me again. I don't think. I don't think he's either given up with YouTube or he just haven't found me again. Which is weird because when he found me, my channel was called Nathan's Life, you know, same as what it is now. His name was Patrick, I think. I think he was Scottish. Because he found me through some Artisac videos I put up. I removed a lot of the music to take out the copyright stuff. But then I ended up taking the Artisac episodes down because of what what the main theme of my channel is.
Yeah.
But then he just never came back for some reason. If he did make a new channel, I don't know what it is. If he didn't, then you know. But the thing is, as well, I think he was about 13, 14 at the time. So now he's gonna be like in his 20s because we're talking like 6, 7 years ago. 2019 we're talking now.
Yeah.
So really, he's gonna be like 20 years old. So I don't even know if he'd even like. Even if I was able to find him on YouTube, I don't think he would remember who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came on like 2 of my live shows, I think. Because he wanted to come on the first time I ever had Jarrell on, but I told him no because it was the first time I'd ever met Jarrell, and I sort of didn't want to like overwhelm him.
Yeah.
Like, I would have done a private chat with him the night before doing the stream, but because Skylar was running around and not staying in bed like she should have been, like Dyer was telling her off, and I didn't really want to have a chat with Jarrell about stuff when there was a lot of shouting going on and crying, and
Yeah.
you know, because that was what I planned. I was gonna do like a private hangout chat with him the night before, because that's what we used at the time. It was Google Hangouts. So I was gonna speak to him privately, just on a private hangout thing, innit? But I couldn't because Skylar wasn't staying in bed and she was getting told off all the time. So yeah, that didn't go too well. And then I got back from being out with because the night it was Friday night when we did it.
Yeah.
And I got back from being out with my support, and the bit that I was dreading was house being too loud for me to do it, because I didn't. What it was, I didn't want Jarrell to think that I'd sort of gone off the whole idea because of him, like, because it was the first time I ever met him. Because he messaged me on Google Hangouts. I got home, seeing I had a message off him on Google Hangouts, and he said to me he was on February break, so we could have started the stream earlier. But I said to him, look, I'll wait until I've had my food, and then as soon as I've had my food, I'll start the stream. Like, it was like a 3-hour long stream. Because if I'd had my tea a lot sooner, I would have started the stream a lot sooner. But then looking back now, I could have just started the stream as soon as I got home anyway. Because like it wouldn't matter if I was eating food in front of him, would it?
No.
You know what I mean? So looking back now, I probably would have started the stream like as soon as I got home.
Yeah.
I think it was just with the mindset I had. I think I just had the idea of having food first and then doing the live.
Yeah, so then it was sort of like, in a way, like you'd already eaten rather than like eating like really late when you get off the live.
Yeah. Because I'd scheduled the live a couple of days before. But it was like 20 past 9 and I was still eating my food, and I'm thinking, if I'm not done my afternoon, I'm gonna have to go live whether I finished or not, because that was the time I scheduled it for.
Yeah.
The stream would have gone on longer, but then he had to jump out for some reason, then jump back in. But when he tried to jump back in, it wouldn't let him. So I called him on. I had to mute the thing, call him on Google Hangouts to ask him what was up. Because the first thing I thought is like he was just nervous kind of thing. Like, I wasn't sure if after being on the stream for nearly 3 hours, I wasn't sure if the nerves eventually just got to him.
Yeah.
So I called him up on Google Hangouts and I said to him, look, Jarrell, are you okay? Are you know? But he said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just having issues with getting back in. And I'm like, oh, okay. But bearing in mind, at this time, it was like 12:30, I think.
Yeah.
And I was getting tired. And then I'd done a couple of streams, then night after night, like, and then I can't remember what one night it was, but eventually I'd done an 8-hour stream. I went from 6 in the evening until 2 in the morning. But I decided to just let the stream run and just let it stop automatically, because that's what happened. The stream would just stop after 8 hours.
I did delete someone's comment in case you wondered.
Pardon?
I guess in case you wondered, I did delete a comment.
Sorry, I'll have a look at it now. I didn't even.
It would be better answering the question.
Have you ever eaten at home? No, I have not. Why the
I
fuck would I
thought,
want to do that?
yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, why is that so important? So I'll ask that on the line.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. Sometimes, like when I'm on live and I'm talking to people, I don't really pay much attention to the chat.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes like I'm looking elsewhere. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I decided to delete their comment, not because I was being rude, but it's just like a weird question to ask.
Right, you can go in a timeout because you're not making any sense. 24 hours. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I hide them. Sometimes I put them in a timeout for 24 hours.
Yeah, normally it depends on obviously whether you think they might learn their lesson or whether you think nah, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but I think sometimes though I think that by putting them in a timeout instead of straight up blocking them, I think
Mm.
that like, maybe they'll learn their lesson
Yeah,
because sometimes they do, don't they?
yeah.
Ooh, somebody have turned the lights off on the landing, so it's nice and dark.
Um,
But yeah, I don't know how long this
that
stream's.
always used to happen in my old house because obviously my bedroom, like above my bedroom door, I used to have like a weird, like it's sort of a window, but you couldn't really see through the window.
Yeah,
But you could see like obviously the light was on, and like a lot of the time, like my mum would leave the landing light on because obviously if she tried, like even though her bedroom was next to mine, if she tried to go to the toilet, the amount of times that she'd walk into a tiny ass like wall between the stairs.
yeah, I bet that was annoying.
Oh no, she like all I heard at like 2 a.m. the one morning was like you could hear like obviously her make contact with the wall, whether it was like, her arm, her leg, like don't know, but it was like really loud. And then obviously like Jasper would because we would let him like sort of roam just like around basically like downstairs, and if he wanted to he could run like up and down the stairs.
Yeah,
Just because like he doesn't sleep really. Well he does now, but when he was a lot younger he'd constantly be running around, and obviously like because we would put him to bed in one specific room, like you could hear him start meowing at just fucking 2 a.m. So my mum just got to a point where she was like, fine, let him out, and then he could just wander where he wants. He'd end up falling asleep eventually, and then he'd just be quiet, or he'd cry at
yeah,
somebody's door and be like, "Let me in." So the amount of times that like I used to normally have my bedroom door like so far open, so that if he wanted to, he could just come in my room. And he'd normally annoy me. He just keep like smacking me in the face.
do you know what, right? It feels weird, right? I know this is going a bit off topic, right? But it feels weird, right? Doing a live stream completely with the camera off. Because normally I start off where I'm sat by the computer, don't I?
Yeah, you normally start where it's like you're on camera for at least a bit, and then obviously when it gets to like late, then you normally turn the camera off.
Yeah, because normally I put the analytics on my computer, don't I?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how long this stream's going to be. Because I'm pretty chilled, but then I got to think about going to sleep at some point. If I'm going to have any hope of getting better.
Yeah, that's really interesting. It's too warm
You
though.
know? If I thought about it, I would have started the stream a whole lot sooner. You know? Right, I'm gonna go now, right, Charles?
Uh,
Because I'm gonna try and shut my eyes and go to sleep.
yeah, might need to, like I guess sometimes like when you're ill, it's like the best kind of thing you can do is just like sleep because then at least like if you're asleep, you can't really Can't really feel anything in a sense.
Yeah. Right. No night.
No, no.
No night. Right, guys. Hopefully, I'll see you all tomorrow. Night, guys. See you on the flip side.